We have approximately 2,500 active early help cases at the moment, which is 16% less than usual. Over the past 3 months, there have been less step downs from SIN than there would have been usually, and I can expect a massive increase in demand that will appear in early help in the next period now that schools are back. I need to look at capacity, my workers' caseloads, and the level of risk that they are holding. We have set up sub-cohorts that we can view separately, those for proactive contact and those with risk factors relating to the sanctions of COVID-19. We will need to continue to monitor these risks separately. Looking across our cases, it looks like by far the most cases are coming straight into early help from universal services, and only some are stepping down from SIN and CP. We have a meeting next week to look at this, and I'll use the dashboard to drill into the cases that should be stepped down and encourage the workers to do so. We will also look at the cases that are escalating in early help and check demand and capacity at every level. I can see all the usual risks that I would expect from early help cases. We've noticed over time they are becoming more complex and wider sets of issues are occurring. The debt picture is varied, some coping, some struggling, and some in crisis, and now we can see them all in one place. We have a contextual risk model as part of these dashboards, which looks at a set of risk factors specifically related to gang and serious violence, exploitation, and contextual safeguarding. The risk factors are mapped to the level of support that would be most appropriate to prevent escalation of concern and prevent them ending up in serious harm, from universal services through to specialist support. This means we can look at both traditional safeguarding and contextual safeguarding support levels at the same time and see when someone is moving towards risky outcomes. In the transition risk chart, I can see how the level of risk maps to our thresholds and which cases are at about the right level, which are escalating and at risk of stepping up, and which are reducing in risk and may be able to be stepped down. I can also see how long the cases have been open, which will help me make sure families are not stuck or becoming dependent on support workers. The chart on the right helps me see the impact of our interventions on each of the risk factors. I can see that early help is having a really positive impact on child exploitation and financial exclusion, but more support may be needed for cases with health issues.